98.3 FM. Our Gbedu right here is final. Well, I'm not alone. Okwemi is here. Tunde Young is also here, and we are streaming live on Facebook. Yes, you can go to Mainland 98.3 FM on Facebook to join the conversation. Yes, like and also share. Also turn on the notification for just go to the notification bell, turn it on, click on it so that every time we go live, you can be able to get the notification and also join us as well right here on Mainland 98.3 FM. You can go to YouTube as well to join the conversation. Yes, just go to Mainland 98.3 FM on YouTube. You will be able to watch us live and also drop your comment. You can also drop your comment via the phone lines. Yes, you can either call 0913 600 0410 or send in a text message via WhatsApp or via SMS to 0913 600 0410. This is Sport Cruise, and of course, it is live on Mainland 98.3 FM. So, guys, let's start from Manchester City. You've seen the story, and City have issued a statement, and they've claimed that, contrary to what we've heard, that they've not been cooperating with the investigation. City have claimed that they've given the extensive engagement and vast amount of detailed materials that the Premier League needs. So they've been given. They said they provided the Premier League with detailed and extensive engagement that Premier League needs. So that is contrary to what the Premier League have come out to say, that they've not cooperated. So maybe they are not talking about the document. Maybe they are talking about something else. And Manchester City's former Manchester City midfielder agent, I'm talking about Yaya Toure, Seluk, also coming out to deny claims that he was being given secret payment during the days of Yaya Toure at Manchester City, and also mix it with clubs, not just Manchester United, Chelsea, and Arsenal. They are more than that, but we've heard that they are like the biggest boys in there, wanting Manchester City to be thrown out of the Premier League if they are found guilty.
I'm sure, first off, excuse me, I'm sure a lot of us don't even know that this particular situation happened not for this season, not for last season. Some of them even happened before Pep Guardiola became the manager of the side. It's something they've done over the period of 10 seasons, if I'm not mistaken, according to what the investigation is saying. So it's not, I don't know, everyone is looking. See, I want to just send this message clearly to Arsenal fans. I was listening to a radio show yesterday night, and somebody was saying, oh, Arsenal fans should be, you see, you earn your medal, win squarely and fairly. I'm not sure there are many of the players now currently at Man City, that knew about all of those things. But then, whatever I mean, the fact that an investigation is happening now does not invalidate the fact that there was a crime or there were crimes committed. But at the other side, all of these clubs that are jumping up and trying to pop up on it, and by the way, if it's going to affect Man City, Arteta was at Man City for 3 years as an assistant manager. so maybe they should spread the love out. But what I'm just saying is that, just like Tunde Young said yesterday, it doesn't sound like a decision that will be made anytime soon. But then there's a process to it. We heard that committees have been set up already, that panel of inquiry have been set up. So it's going to take one case at the other. If you have about 100 allegations against, by the way, I saw some documents, the breakdown, some of these transfers, the players, the people involved. It was like an encrypted message, not the players were not mentioned in particular, but there were designs as regards at which particular time, which particular moment in the season, and all of that. But let the league continue while the investigators go on with their responsibilities of finding out the real truth. Whatever information anyone is got in at their disposal, whether the club side or the players and all of that. Remember, when the Juventus conversation happened that led to 15 points being deducted from them, it wasn't an investigation that happened overnight. It took a long period of time. By the way, Juventus had always been on the wrong side. I remember a couple of seasons back, they were demoted to Serie B because of all of this crime, all of this misappropriation and signings and all of that. So I think this Man City's case, I don't know why some clubs, probably because they are not comfortable with the dominance of Manchester City, the fact that they are more like the canopy pillars of of the Premier League. They won the Premier League back to back, and maybe that's why some people are just flying out right now. Yes, let the investigations go on. Let the people that are found guilty, let them be persecuted. If it is point deduction, if it is
what about strip them of the titles they won within that period? I mean, Manchester United will get one Premier League title with that.
Liverpool would also get a Premier League title earlier than the one they got the last time. That's probably 2013-2014 season. They probably will get that one as well. But again, what I'm saying is that let the league continue. Once the investigations going on, if players need to be called out, it will be called out. So for Man U, Arsenal, Chelsea, whatever to be putting in, you never can tell. You never can tell. Maybe the spotlight will zoom over to Stamford Bridge very soon because of some ridiculous transfer that Chelsea. I mean, no, I'm not. This is not train shades. It's Man City today. We don't know who is going to be involved tomorrow. We don't know which of the clubs are also, Chelsea had been fine at some point, because of giving professional contract to players that are not up to 18, have been signed out of England.
And they suffered for it. So you don't go.
So even though Semoyo also came, I remember that this Man City issue, this is not the first time it's happening. Remember there was a time where they were almost thrown out of UEFA, and at the end of the day, they got fined for 10 million. And Mourinho came out to criticize, that judgment. I said the fact that Man City accepted to pay 10 million means that those things actually happen.
If you did not do anything, then why
you wouldn't put on for a fine. So these are the things. Let the league just continue. Let us now win if they want to win.
Let the league continue. That's what Okwe thinks. So Tunde, let me come to you. This is regarding Leeds United managerial vacancy, and what we hear is that Raul Gonzalez has reportedly turned down the offer to succeed Eze Mask at Leeds United in favor of continuing at Real Madrid Castilla. So the job has been linked to West Bromwich Albion manager. He seems to be the front runner for that one. So what do you make of this? Raul turning down the offer because he doesn't want to take up that kind of job at this stage of the season.
I think Raul is going for stability, which is what he has at Castilla. I mean, this United is a massive step up, but coming into a team in a new league in his very first professional management job, and
he doesn't want to do a Kolo Toure.
But then there's a better example. Vincent Kompany is doing well with Burnley.
I mean, he started the season with Burnley,
and Kompany even had managerial experience at Anderlecht.
Exactly.
So he was a player coach, and then he was coach for a season until it wasn't going so well, and they ended up parting ways with him. So I think the West Bromwich Albion coach Ishmael is most likely going to get he's done a great job with West Bromwich Albion so far. Getting them to play good football thus far. I still think I think personally that Raul was right to turn down that job. It's a poison chance. Yes, the good side of it is that yes, you get to coach a Premier League team, but you really want to come into a Premier League team that is in turmoil, in a different country, they speak a different language.
There's no time to settle
in the relegation battle in the thick of the season. Even the fact that Leeds United were even willing to offer him the job in the first place is particularly strange to me. It looks like instant relegation to me. I do not see how Raul manages to keep them up if you had gotten the job. So so perhaps it worked out in this United favor that Raul turned them down.
Okay, let's also talk about one man who has come out to reveal that he was made for the Premier League. I'm talking about no other person other than Paul Onuachu, who is confident that he can make big impact with Premier League club Southampton. The 28-year-old made his debut in the 3-0 defeat at Brentford last weekend, and he said, and I quote, it was now or never. I feel that I am at the right age to take up this challenge and test myself at the top shelf. Do you agree with Paul Onuachu?
Absolutely, I agree with the fact that if you had missed the window for the move this time, you probably would never get a move against 28. If the people that were skeptical on signing him, they were skeptical about signing him when he was 26, when he was 35, they would definitely be even more skeptical or even dismissive of the opportunity to sign him when he's 29, going to 30. So this was the last chance alone to get that big move to the Premier League like he has always wanted, and I'm glad for him that he got to achieve his dream. And now it's time to buckle in. Now it's time to snap out of the dream and actually live the dream. You are there now, and from probably about 6 or 7 inches tall, automatically becomes the joint tallest player in the Premier League, alongside Dan Burn of Newcastle. So coming into the Premier League, he identifies his strengths. He has said that he would love to play with James Ward-Prowse, because James Ward-Prowse is one of the best deliverers of the ball, from whether from dead ball situations or even from just a crossing situation in the middle of the game. So if the Southampton manager Nathan Jones can somehow find a way to make it work. Yes, again, I've given my thoughts on how I think he can function in this team. I think if he's down fears no fall, to just banish the 4-3-3 safety first mentality and go play with a 4-4-2 formation. Go, let everything go. Just play with Onacho as a classic target man, play with Shea Adams right beside him, and Kamaldeen Sulemana, James Ward-Prowse putting crosses into the box, Musa Janopo and Samuel Edozie wreaking havoc on the other wing. Southampton will get goals. Goals are the problem. They've only scored 17 goals all season, and that is a problem. That's the reason they are in.
And they've considered over.
That's the reason
over 50 or
that's the reason they are currently bottom of the Premier League. I'll of course confirm how many goals they've considered, but I do know so far so good. They've only scored 17 goals. Meanwhile, Paul Onacho, the man they signed, scored 16 goals and is still the top scorer of the Premier League. By the way, he's going to remain the top scorer for a while because nobody comes close. Nobody has double digits.
Has there been a player that won golden boot in 2 different leagues in the same season?
I do not think so. That would be a big ask. You know what? I'm sure. You know, a lot of things would have happened. That I will look into that. That's a good one. That's a good thought. I'll check. Maybe. But I don't think it has happened. Like someone like maybe Alan now.
That's what I wanted to say.
If Alan leaves for maybe a Bayern, he can still win the golden boot in Bundesliga. and you,
because the gap between himself and the next person in the Premier League is almost impossible.
Southampton have considered 38 goals. They don't have the worst defense in the league. The worst defense in the league is Bournemouth. Bournemouth have considered 43 goals already. But
they are manufacturing goals at Bournemouth.
Yeah, but Southampton's 17 goals scored is the joint
fewest.
The joint third worst actually. The worst is still Wolves, and they are not even in relegation zone. Wolves have only scored 15 goals all season, followed by Everton with 16 goals, then Southampton with 17 goals, and West Ham United 18 goals. Those are the only teams. The Crystal Palace 19, Nottingham Forest 17. Those are the teams that have yet to crack 20 goals this season.
Okay,
I know I wanted to mention that Chelsea.
Okay, talking about Chelsea, well, former Chelsea defender Frank Leboeuf has slammed £62 million Ashirao Jah signing Marc Cucurella.
Are you paraphrasing?
Okay, yeah.
I don't think French word.
Of course, that
French word.
Maybe borrow the Yoruba word for the
let me take his quote now. He said, and I quote, "Hopefully, Reece James are in for 60." The question of what would love to.
Even before it comes in at Chelsea in there, whatever it was that got into their head, and they brought in that part of an attacker more than a defender. Well, I didn't even.
If you place Marcos Alonso and Cucurella in the same conversation, I know there are 2 different players. Cucurella preferably plays at the centre back position, but even though we've seen him play at the left wing back position, and also a couple of times the left back. Sometimes you even ask, where is the right position for these players? Because players nowadays with new formations and new tactics, you just don't know the real position of some of these players on the field of play. But if you have to place Alonso and Cucurella in the same conversation, who would you take?
I would choose Alonso.
I mean Marcos Alonso.
I would choose Marcos. I mean, why are we even having this conversation? I mean, that's how poor.
So Chelsea let off a better player.
No. Let me give context, because like this is like saying the Real Madrid, Manchester United let off a better player in Ronaldo to keep say a Rashford. I mean, in terms of pedigree and achievement and career so far, yes, Ronaldo is better than Rashford. But this season, right, there's not a season Ronaldo. The same thing applies to Marcos Alonso. Marcos Alonso, for all his worth going forward, is a complete liability defensive. What Chelsea needed was someone who was capable of doing both, and that is exactly what Marc Cucurella has shown in his career so far up until Chelsea. Now, I consider myself a fairly objective person. I will admit it's been absolute trash. It's been less than trash.
You want to say that again?
It's just simply not been good enough. Being one of the worst signings of the Torboli era so far. There have been lots of signings of the Torboli era. So yes, that being said, I know what we saw last season, and I know players don't just become bad overnight. This is a player that in his very first and only season in Brighton, his very first season in English football, he was named player of the year for Brighton. I mean, Brighton is not Manchester United, it's not Man City, but you know the kind of, Brighton had the capability of ruining your day as a big team. You know the kind of players that Brighton had on their team last season, with Trossard, with World Cup winner McAllister, with Caicedo, with
Bissouma and the likes.
With Bissouma was even there last season. I forgot. With all of those guys, Marc Cucurella was their player of the season in his one and only season at the club. He ranked below only Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andrew Robertson in terms of take-ons completed and crosses last season.
So where has all of this gone to?
That's it. So this is why I'm giving benefit of the doubt. This is why I choose to give him benefit of the doubt and say perhaps maybe there's something else going on. Maybe it's just an issue of that. Maybe it's just an issue of he came into a Chelsea team that was not playing well and it has rubbed off on him. Maybe it's an issue of he didn't start well and has not regained that confidence, because this is a player that Barcelona had hopes for him. He played 3 games for Barcelona. Barcelona had hopes for him as a youngster to Sunday do what Alejandro Balde is doing, give Rodiaba competition. But the reason they sold him because they got a good offer. He played very well on loan at Eibar. This is a player whose progress I've been following for a while. Played very well at Getafe as well. Then before we saw him at Brighton. So while I've admitted again, let nobody come and say I'm being partial. I've admitted that it's been horrible this season and it should be dropped. So I'm delighted that Chilwell is back. But the player that we've consistently seen, especially the one that we saw, Manchester City were in for Cucurella. So and
maybe why that was why Chelsea took that ridiculous amount of money to sign.
Okay, guys.
Just like Triple said, Man City seems to be the standard in.
Yes, I mean, when you see City going in for a player, then you have other teams.
It has happened so many times. Jorginho, Fred, Maguire. What is Alexis Sanchez? Once City goes in for a player and they pull out. Everybody wants to look for. If you need to steal a player from City, you are deceiving yourself. It has never worked out well.
Sanchez was not a bad signing for us now.
For United, it's also United. when he was going to leave us now, the options were United and City. And he chose United because they offered way more money.
Well, Pedro was linked to United, then he ended up at Chelsea. I mean,
we're talking specifically
Manchester City.
Okay. Which player has a club snatched from Man City and it turned out well for them? If you want to say Jorginho, let's not just about Jorginho. Jorginho had a fairly successful time at Chelsea. 4.5 years, he had a fairly successful time at Chelsea.
Fairly successful?
He won the
Jorginho fairly successful?
I'm talking of from an individual standpoint, but he's still like collectively, he was very successful.
Very successful.
On an individual standpoint, yes. I mean, successful.
Exactly. Maybe you should remove fairly successful.
He was successful, but you don't. None of his individual performances. You cannot say Jorginho is on the level of say Rodri. Know what you know about Rodri now. They are giving the option back in 2017. Jorginho or Rodri. Everybody signs Rodri at the instant.
No, you're comparing of Rodri of now. The Jorginho of now then was hot, was good enough for every club.
I mean, exactly. The Jorginho of then.
Exactly, you're comparing Jorginho of then to the Rodri of now.
How about Jorginho start? Is Jorginho a better player now than then?
What kind of question is that? Does he have the same age he had 5 years ago?
No, would you take the Jorginho? Wait, okay. Would you take the Jorginho that Chelsea
Jorginho of then to Jorginho of now?
Yes, no, to Jorginho of now. Is he a better player? Has he improved as a footballer?
I mean,
I think you got to speak at some point. So how many years did he spend at Chelsea? 5, 4 now. Let's just say 5.
I mean, this is like made it 5.
Let's in January.
And within those period, he won the UEFA Super Cup. He won the Champions League. He had this.
Was he ever the best in his position in the Premier League at any time?
I don't think so. But then he was good enough. He was good enough to get mentioned, to come third in the.
I mean, he won the
European Player of the Year. I mean, that means individually he must have been good enough to have been mentioned, and I'm not sure a lot of people challenged that particular season because Chelsea had a relatively good season, and Jorginho was a star player in that particular season.
Was up for that team.
I'd like to mention that I personally did, because I still am of the opinion that individual awards should reward ability and not narratives. When you reward narratives, when you start carried. This is what he won with the club. This is what he won with the country. With your eyes.
So when
with your eyes, when you look at the trade, does your eyes tell you that this is the third best player?
Are you serious right now? That's what the
award is for.
It's just like somebody explaining to you that the way the law works in your head is not the way it works in the eye of the judges. You cannot tell me in your eyes. What has my eyes got to do with it? I look at numbers, I look at statistics, I look at figures, contribution, what you bring to the table. That's exactly what I look into. My eyes might be deceiving me, but numbers and figures are sacred. They don't deceive.
Okay, you can join us live on Facebook. We are streaming live on Facebook right about now. Yes, you want to see Opeyemi Akinyode, you want to see Tunde Young, you also want to see Triple O. Just go to Mainland 90.3 FM on Facebook. You can drop your comment there already. I see you, Salim Tizi. He says, well done, guys. Yes, thank you as well. You can go to YouTube, Mainland 90.3 FM. It's actually me. I see your comment. Also, yes, we'll be going back to take more comments from Facebook and also from YouTube right there. Just go to Mainland 90.3 FM and you can join the conversation via the phone lines. You can call 0913 600 0410. You can also send in a text message via WhatsApp or via SMS to 0913 600 0410 as well. Guys, is Lisandro Martinez of Manchester United one of the top 3 best defenders in the Premier League right now?
Central defenders.
Yes.
Or just defenders generally.
Okay, let's make it defenders generally.
That's a lot more tricky. Comparing central defenders, I think he's even top 2.
Okay, so who is the other player you want?
Thiago Silva, don't land. Thiago Silva.
Okay. Lisandro Martinez, the best defender in the Premier League. Central defender. Let's make it central defender in the Premier League right now.
It's going to be tough. He's got a very huge presence. Put it side by side his stature. He doesn't command that physical presence. But if you look at his ability to make himself known and seen and relevant in games, then it's going to be tough. But I don't think he's in the top 2. Central defenders.
Yes.
You look at how many clean sheets Newcastle had kept this season, and it's going to be difficult for you. It's a collective effort, but then wait now. So why are we now talking about Martinez?
But you can pinpoint moments.
Exactly.
Look at the stats.
Why are we mentioning Martinez? If you say it is a collective effort, then we should say which defense has been the best defense in the Premier League. Maybe we should put it in that context. But if you are putting it individually, in context, I would have to look for an individual player to compare to Martinez.
So why are your options?
I think it's going to be difficult for me to look beyond Newcastle central defender. Boatman. I mean, they've kept about 8 clean sheets already. They've gone over 900 minutes of Premier League football without conceding any goal until they played a 1-0 draw with Fulham of the weekend.
So away from Boatman, who's the next person?
I think I would also want to look at of William Saliba of Arsenal. He's had his lapses here and there, but for a 21-year-old, his first season in the Premier League, and he's playing in an unfamiliar terrain. Arsenal have not been at this point almost in the last 18 to 17 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe just once or twice that they've been this close, but they've not had this dominant performance where a lot of people are beginning to say maybe this is their season. 5 points ahead with a game in hand. They've not kept as much clean sheet as Newcastle had kept, but I think they've considered they have the second fewest number of goals conceded now in the Premier League.
So you're looking at Saliba.
Yes, I think William Saliba is up there.
So where do you now put Martinez?
Maybe that's why I said top 3.
Top 3. So yes. you leave Thiago Silva of Chelsea out of your top 3?
I'm not a fan.
Okay. leave being a fan and
no, you can't tell me how to conceptualize my opinion. You asked for my opinion. You asked for my opinion.
No problem. You have the right to your opinion. I also have the right to tell you that your opinion is wrong. I mean, you have the right to be wrong.
I have the right to be wrong, but then you cannot categorically justify my opinion. It is my decision.
Okay, you can come in here now and say that the sun is just about to rise. And say it's your opinion. It's not the fact, but we cannot beat you. That's what you do.
This one is a natural phenomenon. Football is about numbers, and that's why I'm very keen on numbers. I mean, we may not all of that clear, but what I'm saying is that the essence of a defense, apart from being a very huge part of the game, apart from kickstarting where all of those narratives come from, if you prevent goals from coming in. I'm a huge fan of scorers anyways. That's why I feel it's going to be difficult for me to expect a defender to win the football of the year, because you are preventing me from enjoying football, and the essence of football is winning games, and winning games is only when you score goals. That's what I'm trying to say. But then if you want to put it in this context, you singled out Martinez. There's no way I would have to look for a team effort to justify an individual player's performance. So you have to bring in individual players also. So if I tell you that Martinez is my player of the year, same way I will tell you that Kai Havertz is the best player after I'm just saying that may not particularly be true. There could be some sarcasm in between, but it's an opinion I've consistently put out. Because I feel he has scored key moments. He scored the Champions League winning goal. He scored in a World Cup competition. I'm just saying that if you are bringing in individual players, I decided to go for Saliba, Martinez
and
Botman, top 3.
So Tunde, you gave me top 2.
That's the next one. Silva has the most goal line clearances in the Premier League season with 3. Football is all about numbers.
Look at where you went to
quote a certain Anthony Shakespeare. Football is all about numbers. That's the number for you right there.
Guys, highest number of goal line clearance.
Let's go.
Chelsea have only a +1 goal difference this season. They've scored almost the same number of goals they've conceded.
Now you're talking about numbers.
I see that it's a goal problem, not a difference. You have conceded 21 goals this season. 21 goals is 5 fewer than Arsenal. Arsenal top of the league. So Chelsea 21 goals is actually one of the best defenses in the league.
No, but you're not one of the best defenses.
It's all about numbers.
Yes, I'm telling you that
that's what the numbers
reveal. The number reviews, you are still not one of the best defenses.
No problem.
Yes. I mean, there are like 3 or 4 clubs that have considered fewer goals than you have considered.
So if you are in the top 5 in terms of goals considered,
now we are bringing it down to
guys. Before I start taking comment, I see you Adeni Neyoni. I see you also on Facebook. You can join these guys on Facebook. Yes, go to Mainland 90.3 FM on Facebook. You can drop your comments right there. We will read your comments live on the show as well. You should like and also share, so that some of your other friends can also get to enjoy what you are enjoying at the moment. You can go to YouTube as well to drop your comments on YouTube. Just go to Mainland 90.3 FM. Yes, search for Mainland 90.3 FM on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel right there, Mainland 90.3 FM on YouTube. Then the phone lines to call 0913 600 0410. You can send in a text message via WhatsApp or via SMS to 0913 600 0410. So let's take calls on the show. 0913 600 0410. Juve, they play tonight. So Tunde, will Juve get all necessary 3 points against Salernitana? They play away from home. These are the sort of game you expect them to win.
Yeah, they are expected to win, but I don't think they will. Salernitana have sort of started finding a rhythm. You picked up valuable 2-1 win away at Lecce last time out, and Trostekong, who just signed for the club, made a debut and was impressive. So I'm inclined to root for the Nigerian today again, and say I think Salernitana can at the very least get a draw in this game.
Okay, Salernitana to get a draw against Juventus this evening. That game is for 8:45 p.m. By the way, the other one that will happen by 8 p.m. in the FIFA Club World Cup is one between Flamengo of Brazil and Al Hilal of Saudi Arabia. 0913 600 0410. Do you agree, or who do you stand with, or you have your own opinion that is different from what these guys have concerning Lisandro Martinez? Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yes, your name and location. Hello, are you there? Okay, do well to call us back. We've also talked about Manchester City's situation. Okay, hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, your name and location, please.
Greatness,
okay, welcome, Greatness. You're on the road.
Yes, in front of. So, see, God of vindication, we save Man City from the creatures. And for all those players that are fighting against Man City, God will bring us victory. This is the first time, and we have been victory, and we are going to be victory again. Man City will keep moving. We've not stopped anyone from spending money. Spend as the one you want to spend. Man City will come up victory by the grace of God. That's my own point.
Okay, thank you very much. Greatness from Agbara, a dedicated Manchester City fan, praying for the situation of Manchester City. Well, let the law take its full effect.
Why would you say the law?
I mean,
you say that Chelsea dey under fire now, you go dey find corner.
You know wetin our eyes see during the takeover.
No, just 2 years, and Lampard was in charge. At least he won the Champions League with the team that he couldn't sign.
What about our Babolo?
You fire him.
Okay. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. My name is Emmanuel from Maboya.
Welcome, Emmanuel.
Good evening to Mr. Okpeyemi.
This one you put Mr. in my name. I know it's insult I want to follow.
No, seriously, I don't really know why you people added a politician to sports schools.
Well, I mean, not their time. Elections around the corner.
Seriously, the way he used to corner everything. Anyway, though he's very, very diplomatic.
With his political answers.
That is a very critical. Actually, I want to discuss, talk about this Manchester City. I think, sir?
Go on.
Yeah, I think they are playing politics with this football thing, and I believe Chelsea might not be left out of this because there might be an element of Mago in their signings too. This season, so there is possibility, but I just hope that it won't be too bad for Man City because for them to be removed from Premier League, it won't be a good record to the name of the cup to the cup itself.
Okay. Thank you very much, Emmanuel, for your take. Let's take the next call before we go to social media. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good evening.
Good evening. My name is Duke.
Welcome, Duke.
I'm calling from Gombe.
Okay, welcome. Let's have your take. Okay, do you want to call us back?
I had the feeling that the attack was coming on me because it's like you wanted to mention.
You gotta calm down. Call the name first. Well, Duke, please just take this easy. Okwa is here. If you want him, come to Mainland FM. I will deliver him to your hands. I'll push him out. Don't worry. I don't go let her hide. By the way, let's go to YouTube. It's actually me on YouTube. Yes, I say YouTube because we are streaming live on YouTube. You can join the guys on YouTube as well to go drop your comment. Just go to Mainland 98.3 FM, like and subscribe right there. You can also drop your comments. So it's actually me on YouTube. Says evening, guys. It's the shades for me, Tunde Young, Baba Blue. Okay, now you. I don't know what Chelsea is looking for, saying that Man City should be thrown out. That's impossible. Instead, make Chelsea learn them. Okay, make Chelsea learn them be jealous. Well, it's not just Chelsea. It's there's Manchester United in there, there's Arsenal in there, and there are a whole lot of clubs that their names were not given.
But I'm really worried. Why would the throwing out affect Chelsea? So even if they deduct the 15 points they deducted from Juventus, Man City they will still be ahead of Chelsea. It's your time to shine.
So
what's the
old news in here?
Let's give you a bit of an update on City. If indeed they do get thrown out of the league, that's if they get relegated by the Premier League. The EFL, which is a different body from the
they are saying that the
EFL are saying they are under no compulsion to actually accept City, and the EFL won the championship in League 1 and the League 2. So City could become a non-league club.
That's the worst that will happen. Come on, they want
it will now become Anthony FC.
It will become a non-professional.
No, they just remove the City. There's another club in Manchester. So
that's another club. There's
another Manchester. There's another Manchester.
City of Manchester.
They want show players. So Kevin De Bruyne, Jack Grealish, and Phil Foden will come for 90 million.
There's Manchester City, there's Manchester United, there's City of Manchester.
There's also FC Salford who are based.
Let's even leave
FC United of Manchester.
Yes, there's FC United of Manchester. So if they throw them out, and the EFL refuses to let them in, what Manchester will
ordinary Manchester.
They'll still be Manchester City.
Or noisy neighbors.
No, they will be. Their noise will be too far from the Premier League. Okay.
Let's also remind that this is unlikely.
In fact,
I don't think they will be punished this season at all. So all the reports about clubs wanting them to get points deduction, I don't think they
will just face their business.
In fact, I personally don't think they will ever be punished. But even if they will be punished, it will take a long time.
Okay, back to YouTube. Okay, Tomilore Oshikoya says, I disagree with Okpe. Stats lie sometimes. Look at Kylian Mbappe, who has 5 goals in 5 games, but all goals came in one match. Okay, thank you very much for your comment.
That's a fair point. Mbappe scored 5 goals in a French Cup game, and if you read it, you say Mbappe has scored 5 goals.
Wait, you said stats lie. The stat is that he has 5 goals.
Stats can be misleading.
No, misleading is different from lie.
Not lie.
Exactly.
Stats can be
misleading.
So if I want to tell you Mbappe is in good form, I can say Mbappe has scored 5 goals.
And then you now lie. The stat is that he has also not 5 goals.
But he has also not scored in 4 of his last 5 games.
Exactly, but the stat is that he has scored 5 goals.
It means that you can manipulate stats to fit whatever agenda.
But doesn't mean it's a lie.
Well, yes, I agree. Olawale Bolarinwa on Facebook says, well done. We say well done to you too. Oje Kende Kabos says, good one, guys. Martinez all the way. Adeni Nyoni says, I'm bad to you guys. Okay. There's also, okay. There's Taurid on Facebook who says, well done, guys. We say thank you as well. Still keep the comments coming. Yes, keep your comments coming in. Just go to Mainland 90.3 FM on Facebook. We are there. You can drop your comments, and also go to YouTube. Just go to Mainland 90.3 FM on YouTube as well. You can drop your comment right there. So let's go to WhatsApp and take a couple of comments. Okay. So much on WhatsApp. This one says, this is Uche. Anytime Pep is going for a player, never go for that player. They always flop. This is Uche. Okwe, I disagree. Kai Havertz is not Chelsea's best. See, just anytime Okwe says that, just ignore Okwe. You respond to it.
That he gets to the right place.
You respond to it. Makes Okwe feel like, yes, it makes him feel like he has achieved his aim. Just ignore Okwe. Okwe is just whining you. Baba, no dey enter whining. Okay, we went on to say Hazard is in fact Havertz and Mount. Okay, don't worry, but I just ignore. But when he talks about Havertz, just exit. This one says, well done, guys. The Spectaculars really enjoying the show. Let's wait for the outcome of Man City before nailing them on the head. Up Manchester United cables. Which up Manchester United? Now they up. Okay.
They up what Chelsea do.
Kelvin Promotion, he says Man City should be relegated and titles should be stripped of them. So my daddy Liverpool FC will gain another IP. Baba, go and fix your problem.
Exactly.
Go and put your house in order.
And I even like the fact that it's a Chelsea man that's advising you to fix your problem.
Okay, I mean, I'm better than Liverpool. I'm 90 at 10.
You are not working alone.
Even though Liverpool have 1 game in hand, I mean, a game in hand does not equate to 3 points.
Not even with this Liverpool, we can count -3 down.
Which MPFL team will beat this Liverpool?
I think Jonathan.
I think Remo Stars will also get something of a good game against them.
Okay. Let me. But
I'm sure Chelsea will struggle against Kano Pillars. No doubt about that.
Which Kano Pillars?
The one in the NNL.
You see, this is how people fail exam. They said which MPFL? They never with Nigerian team. Which MPFL? Kano Pillars and MPFL. You have failed.
I did fail. You said Liverpool and you said Liverpool and MPFL. I decided to do Chelsea and NNL.
Wait, see, okay.
I didn't fail.
Okay,
I didn't carry Liverpool to NNL. I carried Chelsea to NNL.
Okay.
Both of you today.
Say now where they put you make you stay. Now person like them say stay here. Doing a party.
If Okpe is like this as an adult, I would like to see him as a child. It's one of those children that will not let anybody have peace of mind.
Let's go to our SMS portal. This one says triple or alpha, my guy. AY from Oshodi. It be like say Mainland FM need. Okay. Okpe, I dey call Mainland FM. I go bench you. Tunde, how are you doing? Fried yam is affecting Okpe. Well, Okpe did not eat fried yam, by the way. So Okpe had a very good abala with pomo and ogunfe. See, Okpe's food is like food of a thief.
You want us to off your own dirty leader. I tell the whole world.
Okay, your mic is off. This one says, I just hope Manchester City gets thrown out of the EPL so Chelsea can hijack Pep Guardiola and Riyad Mahrez. Ezekiel from Iwaya. Wire. We have to go on the show this evening. It's been a wonderful show. Okay, thank you for coming through. Tunde Young as well. Especially this your blue, shades. I mean,
you are saying thank you for coming through. You offer our mic.
I don't understand. I was wondering what you wanted to do.
Okay, your time don't pass. Tunde na your time.
Yeah, so let me just give a heart shout out to our Facebook group. So thank you. You can see my eyes now.
Why not TTI?
Please.
What I wanted to say, let me just say it. He's a gentleman. And he's an easygoing person, and yes, a very responsible. Your mic is off. Okay, you are talking without. Your mic is off. Okay.
Where did you go today, sir?
Okay, your mic is off now. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back tomorrow morning for Sport Update by 6:30 a.m. and yes, Sport Cruise will return tomorrow by 6 p.m. Till then, stay tuned to Mainland 90.3 FM. I leave you in the hands of Wizkid. Enjoy this one, Sweet Love.